When creating service location pages, do they have to be nested in the header menu under service locations so that they can be standalone pages that have good interlinking so Google doesn't see them as orphaned pages? Um, as long as there's internal links to them, then that should be fine. Um, yeah, I mean, doesn't have to be in a navigation menu, but I would at least have a service area or locations page then that would be a directory of the location pages on the site. It doesn't have to be part of the URL or the silo structure. In other words, it could be a standalone navigational page that just says service areas or locations. And then when somebody clicks into that page, it's just a list of links to the page. And you could separate it. You could have it like with H2 by counties, right? Like in other words, the page could be structured well to where it has proper use of headings and subheadings, etc., that then internally link to the pages. So, like for example, that example I just mentioned a moment ago, where I showed two counties within the Northern Virginia region, Fairfax County and Loudoun County. Let's just say it was a business that was trying to target Fairfax County and Loudoun County are adjacent to each other in the Northern Virginia region. So let's just say that you had a service area or locations page on the website. I'm not talking about supporting location pages. I'm talking about a navigational page that is for visitors that says service areas or locations. And then somebody clicks to that page and it would say, let's say, we provide tree services in the following locations of Northern Virginia, which is the broadest entity again, right? The location region. And then it would say Fairfax County locations, right? And then that would be an H2 statement. And then H3s, I would have H3 internal links, H3 anchor text links that would be linking to Fairfax, Oakton, Vienna, Fairfax Station, all the different locations or cities that are Lorton that are within Fairfax County. Then I would have an H2 underneath that. Uh, we also provide tree care in the following locations of Loudoun County, right? And then that would be Leesburg and Ashburn and blah 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 with H3s. Does that make sense? And that way it makes it easy for visitors, humans, to navigate to whatever page is appropriate for them without it being a real messy drop down list. Which is, I understand that if you've got a bunch of location pages, a drop down menu could get really busy. So that's why a navigational page that references and lists all the locations is good. It's not only good for the human, but it's also good for search engine optimization because now there's a dedicated page, which is a directory of locations. Does that make sense? So it works really well. By the way, take a look at this. I'll show this. Let's see if I got that open still. No, that's high level. There's the website. I thought I had it open somewhere. All right. Anyway, let's just go back and open it here. I added a page like that for a company directory page on the treecarehq.com site because I found out that there was a ton of orphaned directory listings on this site, which I was unaware of for a long time. And so what I did was I added this company sitemap page, and that's the exact same thing that I'm talking about. If you take it now, this will take a minute to load because there's over 2,300 contractors that are listed on this page. So it takes a minute for it to generate the page. But this right here is a list of, that's all this is basically, is a list of, it's a company directory list. So it's just a page that has internal links to all of those pages, directory listings. That's what I mean about having a locations directory page on the main website. Okay. Because you can imagine if I were to try to put all that, there's like 3,000 links in there, guys. You wouldn't want to put that in a navigational menu. So this page was literally just so that I could help these to index better. And that's why it's also in the main navigation menu. And then you'll also notice, let's see if we can see examples of this. I'm also using the Link Whisper plugin. This must be one that needs to be updated. And it's bringing in internal links to other directory listings here too. That makes sense. And then this is a widget in WP Geo directory that I added. So again, this is now, any directory listing that gets indexed, now it's linking to as many as 8 other directory listings. And then also this over here, this is managed by distance. This is a widget that only shows other companies or listings that are within a certain distance of the target location, if that makes sense. But anyway, just trying to explain like how to prevent orphaned pages, and that's something that I just within the last month or so had to start kind of addressing on this site. That's a good question.